There are seasons to the creative life, and I'm learning this more and more each year that comes by. There are more contemplative moments, more wonder in it all. Life and death and renewal. Going for walks on country lanes and witnessing the passing seasons, acknowledging that changes around in my environment, in nature, are always bringing into focus the change that is unavoidable. This year, when I look at what I want from my art, I'm emboldened to let the things that didn't work or didn't come to fruition to pass. I'm encouraged to start planting new seeds of artistic adventures for the season ahead. I'm eager to get my hands into the dirt, into the paint, and slowly etch out a future and a vision deep underground in my thoughts. I'm not desperate in my workings, but rather joyfully letting the natural order of inspiration flow out. I cannot intervene in the creative process. I look to the life of the work created as the seeds of the vision that begins to sprout forth and take root in this year come about. I wonder what harvest will be rewarded for my diligence, for my perseverance through the ugly stages and the struggles and the sweat. I look forward to a crop of creativity and the overflow of it. I have been looking at my recent work, and I've come to a place where I think I understand what it is I want to work on this year. I'm really emboldened to narrow down my scope of interest and methodology and approach, and I really want to work on collections this year. So I've been looking at ways to do this, how to simplify my procedure, my process, how to really get into something meaty that works, something that provides a lot of aspects for me, something that helps me grow, something that helps me progress in my technique, in my skill. I really want to start mixing more of my colors myself, and so I focused this year on buying a very select few paints. I've been watching different classes on Skillshare, and I really loved that idea of having warm and cool colors of the primary colors, and so I've gone ahead and bought a set that I want to start using, and that's what you can see here. The result of that is these beautiful vibrant paintings that I've been working on. And so you're going to see a lot of that from me this year, is using this handful of colors. I still have some other paint that I want to also use up, so I will be adding that now and again in between. And just the work process, what I've found so far is that I really want to be able to share my work in a more cohesive manner. So I went through a whole bunch of sketches and created a lot of different templates for collections that I want to work on. And I started off mixing the animals that I wanted to work on for the collections and giving them a very generic name. But as I started working on the actual animals, I realized that I actually wanted to focus on one of the first ones that I did, which is a swan, and that's what you see here. So I've got these two paintings that I'm working on currently, and I love them. They are beautiful animals, and the way that I've gone about working on them is just really inspiring for myself. And sometimes I feel that, I'm sure this happens to you as well as an artist, is that we can surprise ourselves and we have a vision of where we want to go, of what we want to create. And when that situation actually comes about, I don't think we necessarily notice straight away that we've arrived at that, measurement that we had in our head that was in the distance before. But when we've arrived, we don't really notice straight away, I think, because I feel like my eyes have suddenly opened up, and I'm surprised at my skill in what it is I'm trying to do. I don't know. I don't think as many artists have heard talk about this aspect. We usually always talking about striving to get somewhere and what we see and what we want to do. But if we did look back, then we would actually realize that we've come very far, and that sometimes we've even surpassed what it is that we were aiming for. And we've not realized, because we've, for ourselves, we've got new targets and we've got new visions of what we want to do and where we want to be, that we don't notice that we've gone past other measurements that were a pinnacle at a certain point in our lives. So I feel like and the way that they're coming out and the way they're being realized, it's kind of a surprise to me, because I know that for this year I have a specific way that I want to work. But I'm surprised at how quickly I'm able to get to the point of what I'm trying to do. So it's a bit surreal, because I'm trying to still control myself, as in not get overly excited about this. But I really love the stage that I'm in, and I have had some health things going on where I've had to slow down. So every movement and every decision I've made regarding my art has had to be very specific, which I think has helped in a way, because I am very prolific. I like to create a lot of artwork, and that is part of why I'm able to look back and go, oh, I've reached somewhere else that I didn't know I had reached. Because you can have people talk to you and tell you, oh, you're a good artist or whatever, but you don't always necessarily see it, because you're just in the doing, in the making. So I think because I've had to slow down recently, very strategic, and then I've seen progress in that, and then I've realized that yes, I am moving forward. I am reaching the targets that I always thought that I was slightly behind in. So yeah, just more of that, working on my collection at the moment. And I want to be able to start sharing more of it as I'm going along. And hopefully just after the springtime, I'll be able to release that collection for sale on my website. And yeah, I'm just excited to see where it goes, and trying to focus myself so that I can have my other work I had in mind, I can stretch it out further and explore those areas in a more detailed way. Because I think I was going to do what I always do, which is kind of release a whole range of animals, and I think I should peel it back and just do one species at a time. I think that's going to be more interesting for me to research and to learn about their movement and their body shape and their forms, and that will help me towards the other area, which is the technical part. I want to learn this year how to be more technical. So, and the technical part is also the knowledge of anatomy of animals. So I really want to get into researching that and seeing how they move, how they sit, so that I can know how to paint their bodies a lot better, basically. So yeah, sticking with one animal at a time will do me a lot of good, because I will learn more about that specific animal. So yeah, and the strategy is creating the collections, working on the technical parts of things, thinking about how to promote the work as well. So I have been doing quite a few videos, shorts, and social media stuff, like on my TikTok and Instagram, and on the shorts here on YouTube, and on my Twitter, and on my LinkedIn occasionally, on my Facebook. I'm on all these platforms, and how do I create something I can use across the different platforms. And so I'm finding that the short video format is one way of doing that, and then trying to introduce the myself in those kind of videos. I'm not, as I said, I think in one of my last videos, being in front of the camera is uncomfortable for me. Sharing my comical side is even harder because it's usually very spontaneous, but trying to look at how I can be comical and sharing my art, because I am funny. I mean, I like to do jokes, I like to make comedy, but how do you share that through a platform in social media? So I have been kind of trying to explore that. So you will find that from some of the videos I've done. If you look at my social media, my Instagram or my shorts, I'm starting to try and do that. So I'm trying to share who I am. I'm trying to share what it is that I'm interested in. I'm trying to share the way I go about doing that, the processes. And then I'm trying to share my personality as well, that I can make jokes, I can laugh at myself. But then at the same time, how can I share what I know in the middle of all of that? So I want to make it relevant and functional when I'm sharing, and not just because I'm sharing. I'd like to really pass on what it is that I have learned to people. And also, just if people also see something that I'm doing and they think that there's another way I could do it, I'm really interested in getting that information as well, because I'm always wanting to learn and to grow. So these are some of the things that I've been thinking about for this year. And I started off very contemplative in this video because I did write a script, which is one thing I've been trying to do. And this one I'm speaking of right now, I'm recording as I go. I could always write a script for it, but I thought I should just start off discussing off the back of what I'd already written and see what I get for my audio. And I think I will just keep it the way it is. And if I think of anything else to share on this video, then I will. So this video is coming out for February, so one video a month, so that I can have the footage, the information, the ideas. I can restfully get into the swing of recording and learning how to edit calmly compared to the rush I was trying to do. I was trying to do videos once a week, and I feel that I was cheating myself and I wasn't sharing in a manner that would be conducive to me for my schedule, and also it wouldn't share what it is I wanted to share. So I'm going to go back to just working on some stuff, and we'll see what else I share coming up. Hi guys, I'm fully aware that I did not have a very good ending to this video. It was something that I was trying to look at and to re-edit, and to make sure that I had enough kind of cohesive information for you guys. I am currently waiting for my daughter to turn up from my for my school run time. But I thought I'd record this video quickly just to say thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe if you get a chance. And I'm hoping to share more of what it is I am doing. There were a lot of things in this video that, looking back through the month, have changed already again. I am working on some pieces that are really exciting coming up, so I will share that with you. Some of the elements of what I said will still be part of it, but I think I find that I get very inspired by an idea and then I build on it. So whatever comes up, basically just accept it, because I always have a whole range of ideas going in my head, and it makes sense. At the end of the day, it actually makes sense. We'll see how it pans out for next month and what I share with you. But I just thought I would come and finish the video because I did not record a very good ending, I don't think. Thank you for watching. You will find more on my work on my Instagram at Beatrice Ajayi Artist. I do have my website as well, which you can see in the bottom of the video. And you can check out the other videos I have here on YouTube as well if you want to learn some more about other things I've been doing before now. So for this year, I'm really excited to see what I'm going to create. So I'm going to enjoy giving that information to you guys and see my progress through the year. But thank you for spending the time watching this, and I'll see you next month in the next video. Bye!